everyone. I hope you enjoy this content. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and hit that bell to be notified of upcoming videos.
So why did I get into trading education as opposed to trading full-time? Okay, good question. And if I can read between the lines here, I think what they're kind of asking is, listen, if you're so good at this, why don't you just trade your own money? Why are you teaching people to trade as well? And listen, that's a really good question. I'm happy to have the chance to answer it. So a couple of things. I'll give you kind of the light answer and then sort of a really deep personal answer as well. So first of all, off the top, I like to teach. I genuinely enjoy it. You know, they say to find your passion, figure out what you would do if money were no object. And for me, I'd probably be like a high school teacher. And that's the truth. I think I'd be good at it. I think I'd really enjoy it. I don't think I'd like the paycheck very much, which is why I went a different route. But I've been fortunate enough to be able to combine two of the things that I really love and I'm really passionate about. One being stocks and investments and research and trading, and the other being the teaching aspect of it. So that's just off the top. I genuinely enjoy what I do. Secondly, you know, money is a very personal thing, and especially to me, you know, to give you a little bit of background, you know, my father passed away about 1.5 years ago after a you know, probably 20-year battle with MS, with multiple sclerosis, and it was painful to watch. It was even harder for my mother. It's not something I even want to talk about, to tell you the truth. But you know what happened when he began to get sick? Those of you who aren't familiar with the disease, it kind of attacks your central nervous system. So it's sort of the worst of both worlds, in that it affects your body, and you begin to lose your motor function, your abilities mechanically, and then it also attacks your brain and your cognitive thinking and your ability to rationalize and your memory and everything else. So it's a really awful drug. It's a really awful disease. If you know anyone who's dealing with it, I feel for you. I genuinely do. But you know, he was diagnosed when I was about 14, 15 years old, and within a couple of years, he had lost his job because of it. And you know, my family's income fell by about 70 or 80%. And this is the time I'm one of 3 boys. I got a brother 1.5 years older, got a brother 1.5 years younger. Right at the time we're all going to college, you know, depleted retirement savings and college savings and everything else. And my mother became the breadwinner, as well as raising three kids and taking care of my father. And so, you know, on top of the immense emotional stress and the physical challenges there, it was a huge financial strain. One that, to be honest, I don't think she still recovered from it. So, you know, that happened to me at a very impressionable point in my life, to the fact that, you know, listen, I'm not saying that money fixes all your problems, that money's going to make you happy. But I can tell you firsthand that the lack of money is a recipe for misery. And I've seen the stress and the impact it can have on a family. And so from that age, kind of at about 15, 16, so I was going to college and sort of choosing a career path and figuring out what I wanted to do back in the late 90s. You know, I kind of decided right then and there, I'm never going to be in that situation. I'm not going to be in a position where money is such a stressor, and I'm not going to get in that situation or put a spouse or children in that situation either. So I was very determined, and honestly, to the detriment of probably my personal relationships and some other development in life. But I was very determined to be financially independent and to earn a good living, and to learn how to generate real wealth and real income, and not just, you know, a good job that pays well that could disappear any day, but to have a large liquid net worth that I could use to compound and generate returns regardless of what happens. So that's really where my focus on the market and stocks began. Again, that was, you know, in the late 90s, 98, 99, so, you know, a little over 20 years ago. And I've dedicated essentially my entire professional life to this craft since then. And so, as I mentioned, it is a way for me to share this passion and to share my life's work with people, but also to empower those people and hopefully help other people who could be in similar situations, and help anyone avoid that situation. You know, if in 20 years of teaching, I can help one person, one family, not go through, you know, what my mother did and my siblings had to go through, and have that financial stress on top of an already just awful situation, then for me, it's all worth it. So, you know, I genuinely like to teach. I genuinely want to empower people to grow their own wealth, to build a second source of income. and to be in a healthy financial position where, they're never worried about where the next paycheck is coming from or what they're going to do if they need a new roof on their house, something like that. So, kind of a long-winded answer, but that's the truth, and maybe a little more personal than you wanted to hear. But, that's why I teach, and that's why I enjoy what I do.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want to stay up to date to my weekly content, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, tradersagency.com. If you want to be notified every time I post a video, go ahead and click on that bell down below. If you want even more information, don't forget to visit my website at tradersagency.com and subscribe to my free weekly newsletter where I send out my research on market opportunities. Thank you for the opportunity. Have a wonderful day.